I think that there's this doctrine out there that Christians hold to, and I don't want to preach this doctrine, so I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a false Christian doctrine. It goes something like this. Once you are content, you will get what you want. How many of you single people have ever heard that before? Once you get what you want, or once you're content, you'll get what you want. It's like all of a sudden, as soon as you can make your heart right, God, I thank you that I'm single. I'm content that I'm single. I'm 40 years old. I'm okay. All of a sudden is going to come in Brad Pitt, and he's single and he's a Christian. And he's going to marry you, and you're going to be rich, and you're going to be fine. You're going to have 2.5 kids, and you're going to have the white picket fence and the American dream. You're going to get everything you want because you made your heart content. Now, it's not just with singles. We do this all over the place. As soon as you do something, God will be pleased with you and give you what you want. I've heard this when people are grieving. When my parents had just lost their son, Mark, my brother, they had people coming over with this kind of theology of their house going to heal them of their grief, give them the spirit of being content. And as soon as you're content, then you can start getting back into the ministry and preaching in the ministry. And here's the funny thing about that. And I heard this all over the place when they had lost their son. The prayer was something along the lines like this. Help Pastor Betters and Sharon Betters to get better so that they can start ministering to us. Now, the funny thing about that is the most powerful sermons my dad ever preached were the ones right after he lost his son. Because God uses us in our grief and in our struggles and in our hurt. So this is a false Christian doctrine about be content and you'll get the job. Be content with your joblessness and you'll receive a job. Be content with your singleness and you'll be married. Zechariah and Elizabeth, be content and then God will give you the son. That's not what they said here. What this whole passage is about is God is listening and he is gracious to them. There's a difference between being content and a continued desire. See, they're not the same thing. You can have a desire for something. They had a desire for a son, but they were content with the Lord's plan. They were content that the Lord was listening. They were content that the Lord was in the details. So they prayed, and they prayed, and they prayed, and God heard every single prayer. It wasn't just the magical one. He heard their prayer, and he provided them with the son. You see, here's the thing. When you pray, God never, ever, ever, ever ignores you. We think that God, when we're praying, he's ignoring us because we haven't received the answer that we want. And yet God is either saying, and you've heard this before, some of you have been in the church for a while, no to your prayer request. God does say no. Just like you parents say no. You don't give your kids every single thing they want. Or he says yes. Or he says, my favorite for the kids, wait. You know why I do that to my kids? Usually it's because I'm doing something else. But when I'm extra spiritual, it's because I want to teach them something. You don't have to get everything right away. Just wait. Daddy, I want a drink. Wait. Daddy, I'm dying of thirst. Wait. Daddy, my leg is broken and my bone is coming through my arm. Wait. Toughen you up, son. You know, God, He knows. He knows. And He knows when to give you what you need. And so it's yes, it's no, it's wait, but He's always, always listening. Fear not, your prayer has been heard.